What's up? We got a full body core workout today. Let's get started with our warm up. Start with a lunge and a single arm overhead lateral reach. Next, we're going to twist side to side with some helicopters. Then we're going to hit hip circles. Let's try to roll our hips as big as possible. Try to find that good range of motion. Last for the warm-up, let's get down on the ground for a wide mountain climber. We're going to get 5 on each side. We're going to repeat these exercises for 2 rounds. Part number 1 is going to be 3 exercises for 3 rounds with a 3-minute jog in between, starting with the plank walkout push-up. Walk your hands out to that push-up position. Do your push-up, elbows at about a 45-degree angle. Press yourself away from the ground. Then walk your hands back, stand up nice and tall. That'll be 1 rep. Next, we have a double crunch. If you'd like to use a weight as a challenge, that's totally cool. Just put it in your hands. You're going to start fully extended. Bring your hands over your knees as you bring your knees to your chest. Nice and steady pace, about 2 to 3 seconds each direction. After we've completed 10 reps, we have 10 pop jacks. Start in a nice low squat position, low back in a neutral spine. Squeeze those glutes and engage that core. Put your hands down on the ground, kick your feet back into that high plank position. Then snap those feet forward, return to that starting position. Your 3-minute jog should be challenging enough to get you breathing heavy. Moving into part number 2, starting with an iso hip bridge for 1 minute. Hips up nice and high, squeeze those glutes and engage that core. Shoulders, hips, and knees all in a straight line. Now let's go ahead and hit a 1-minute jog at that 3-minute jog pace before we move it into a plank. Shoulders, hips, feet all in a straight line. Relax those hands, squeeze those glutes, engage that core the entire time. Knees down for the option. Return to that jog for another minute at that 3-minute jog pace. Now let's go ahead and grab a band and put it right below our wrists. We're starting with a hip hinge. Hips go towards the back wall, low back neutral spine, squeeze those glutes, and slide those elbows past your side, contracting those shoulder blades in the back. We're going to start part number 3 with a seated torso rotation. If you'd like a challenge, put a weight in your hands, hold it by your chin. Otherwise, elongate your spine and twist from side to side. Get a full range of motion. Next, we have the squat jack. Sitting back and down like sitting in a chair. Explode through those feet, tapping them close together at the top, then returning back into that squat position. If you need to, you can walk your feet out and in instead of jumping. Now, we're going to have a toe reach. Low back, flat on the ground, feet up, into the air, and reach for those toes. If you'd like to hold a weight in your hands for a challenge, that is acceptable. In between your 3 rounds, you're going to have a 3-minute jog, like we did from part number 1. Nice work today. Let's go ahead and cool it down. 3 deep breaths to that overhead reach, followed by a single leg hamstring stretch. Then bring it out to the side for a lateral lunge. Hold it to make it an iso. After that, we're going to lay down flat on our back, put our foot to our opposite knee, pull behind that leg for a figure 4 stretch. Last, we're going to bring it back to our feet to put our arm across the body, stretch your shoulder and back. Reward yourself with some water and have a great rest of your day.